part 6 of Eli's jump training, working through Linda Mecklenburg's jump training. I think this is all Linda Mecklenburg on this session. And again, I'm going through the book Mastering Jumping Skills, and this is part of chapter 5, Foundation Jump Training. So we're starting to bring the bar up, and I'm going to start to include some more distance. But again, it's a lot of the same. And so what I'm looking for is just control of his body, of him understanding how to lift, how to land, how to control his body, that he has agency over the way that he picks his toes up, that he has agency over the way that he controls his core body, stomach section, which also controls his back legs over the bar. My hand still continues to play a big factor in whether or not he follows my hand or just follows the jump pattern. So we're starting to build up to 14 inches here. And he's starting to show some just beautiful form that I really, really like. And so because of that, I also start to move into him coming into the bar. And what you'll see is I start to take away the sit portion of the jump training. He still remains quite sensitive to the bar going down, which is a good and a bad thing. He is sensitive to the point where I could lose him if I'm not careful. And he's also sensitive to the fact that he tries to prevent it when he is jumping. So he's working really, really hard for me. And I acknowledge that a lot through rewarding all the different styles of jump training that he's doing, although I'm starting to not reward ticking, which you can see him get a little flummoxed by that in some of these sessions. That's a little bit of a dive. But really great control. Watch how he is, at times, he's not touching my back leg. So the leg that's furthest from the camera or closest to his hindquarters when he's finished jumping. So he's doing a little bit of hitting me here, but watch how he starts to really control this arc and not slam into my leg. So when he's slamming in, I'm looking at his hips and how he's controlling those hips on the landing. Good. It's like that. He didn't touch me at all on that one. So he's coming in from get it. So I'm throwing one get it. There, he didn't touch me at all right there. That's just a beautiful, beautiful jump. And just barely asking for that sit before I bring him over. I think my bar's at 14 inches here, which is the highest that he's ever jumped. So he's not used to these higher jumps. We've done a little bit, but he's definitely starting to go up in height. Notice that I am doing break sessions in between these. So I'm not going from one side to the other. There are break sessions in between that I'm not videoing for you guys. So, all right. So these are recalls over the jump. So he's very close and practicing him coming into the same 3 recalls. Recall to collection right there. I didn't stop him on the entrance, but this is a recall to back up. I think I turned him the wrong direction there. There he's into me. Another recall to collection. There I stopped him before the turn. He preemptively jumped that. This is a recall to extension. Recall to collection right there. Recall to collection, working both sides. Recall to extension. Recall to a backup. Recall to an extension. Recall to a backup. So raised the bar. He went from 10 inches now to 12 inches. He's doing really well on these. So just practicing all the different sides with him being very close to the bar and not hitting it. So this is all about him lifting up with me pulling a few more G's. So the further away I am, the flatter he wants to go in his jumping. So if he's up on the bar, he has to learn how to do that jump without me controlling him. So this is the beginning of him learning how to do the collection jump, but with me at further distance. All right, so adding in more distance. So this is the beginning of teaching him how to come in and collect on his own. Again, watch him slam into my back leg. So looking for him to control that a little bit better. He flung himself backwards there. Still a little flingy there. Flingy. See how he hits me? Not controlling his back end. That was a little better. A little better. Hitting the bar. So I stop and ask him to sit again, because he did quite a few where he was flung himself again. Flung himself and hit the bar. These are harder because now he's having to control his own speed coming in and his jump effort. There, he barely collected on that one. There, he collected better. Asked him to hold just a little bit. I also shortened up the distance. Did you notice that? So he was that was a nice jump. That was beautiful. Yeah, there is a good boy. Very good jump. All right, going back to him being close and doing recalls. And it's called a recall to collection because he's coming into my knee and then turning. Coming in. So I'm not turning him at this point. I'm just working on him coming into the knee. So again, recall to collection. Oops. Nice little distance sit there. Good boy. He's trying to figure out how to lift up. That was a nice one. How to lift up, not forward, with how close he is. This is so I'm getting further away, and he's doing a very good job of controlling his jump and then picking up the speed. All right, back to stage 5. So going back to, I think I do variables. So we're doing some bending here and then some variable approaches. And I'm going to move around the bar here. So this is his first time at 14 inches with this exercise. And so you can see that he's doing a little bit of flinging there, but he's really paying attention to picking his front toes up, even though he's so close to that bar. So the recalls that I was doing prior, where he was so close and then coming into me at quite a distance, this is the same type of training, but picking up on the bend, so doing it on the move. So similar jumping, but now he's on the move. Before, he was in a sit. And where this helps, the reason why you want to get this up to 14 or up to their jump height is because when they are making a decision on course and they misjudge their striding between jumps, they may end up closer to the bar than they realize, and this helps them learn how to navigate that quick decision of how and when and where to lift when they're moving at speed. So it's not all about just jumping the bar. It's about navigating when and how to lift up when you find yourself too close. And so making those split-second decisions right out of the gate. That was really, really nice. So did you see how he's navigated the bar and he's like, oh, I'm not going to make that. So he readjusted his body just a little bit. That was a very good decision on his part. So yes, this is repetitive, but it's different in that the bar's higher and he has more experience, right? That very nice controlled little jump there. Yes, he's getting so good at this. Coming in from a little bit more speed, controlling his position coming in. My hands are nice and low to help him keep that nice rounded arc, head down.
Good, very nice.
Paying attention to his landing spot, not to me. Those are harder when he goes right back onto the bar. Those are harder. At this stage, I'm no longer rewarding ticks. So if his feet tick, I'm sending him back onto the bar without a reward, which confuses him a little bit. Very good. All right, going to change directions, I believe. Yes. So harder, he has to make very fast upward lift to avoid hitting that bar. You can see, you'll see time and time again that he actively tries to change directions because this is so difficult for him. And if he was knocking the bar a lot, then I would lower it. But he's not knocking a lot. It's random, so he's giving a lot of effort. He knocks it a little bit more this direction, but not enough to drop the bar completely. And I'm a little close on this. You'll see me move eventually. So I'm a little close here. I'm not giving him a whole lot of room because I'm right up on that bar stanchion. The jump stanchion, not the bar. So that was very nice. I'm asking him to come at me. Come at me. He's doing a great job. Yeah, it's very nice sticky landings on those back feet. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Very pretty. Very pretty. All right, I'm going to ask him to change directions here. This is definitely harder. Watch him avoid. Watch him really think about how to pick his front end up on this direction. He actively avoids again. Turns the wrong direction, so I'm going to try and give him more room. This is definitely his hard direction, hard jump effort. Nice. Nice controlled lift. Actively avoids again. Yeah, good.
Good boy. Very
Yes.
good job. Very nice. Yes, good boy.
All right, so I'm trying to get him to turn back onto the bar. He avoids. Yes.
Yes, good boy.
Again, avoid. So just notice that. Take note of that. If your own dog is avoiding, then note how difficult this is for them. Pay well for it. If they struggle, then change your bar height. Maybe give them a little bit more room on the takeoff side. But again, we're wanting them to learn how to adjust to that tight jump radius. So this isn't about making it totally easy for them. It's about helping them learn that they can do it, that they have the skills. We've worked up to this skill, but he's just not trusting himself, and he's not trusting that I know what I'm doing. So he's avoiding. I'm going to ask him to go back on again. Yes. All right, so I'm not rewarding that. I'm gonna send him back on. Don't like figure eights. Yes. I think he toe ticked on one of those, which is why I sent him right back on. Don't want the figure eight. Not gonna reward that. Send him back on. Yes, good boy. So I'm not just paying one kibbe necessarily. I'm giving a few. And send him back on, set him back up correctly. Avoiding that direction again. So I went with his because he was struggling with that direction.
Yes,
I went ahead and gave him a few reps in the direction that he wanted to go, which was jumping into me, because jumping away from me is harder. And there you can see he hit. Now he's avoiding. I think we got a stress yawn here, maybe. Give him a little bit more room. Show him that he can do it. He avoids. Doesn't want to hit that bar. He's trying so hard for me. Yeah, good boy.
Yes, good boy.
This is him actively trying to avoid this direction. Yeah, good.
Yes, very good.
Super. He gives me some very nice ones. Give him a massive jackpot.
Very nice.
Good boy.
Good job.